Carter, do you smoke?
Shout
So
out to the oh, sorry. I thought that was about to be a cocaine cowboy,
oh,
cocaine curry segue.
I was just gonna say I'm high off the reed. That's what I was doing.
Oh,
But
that's a lot better than cocaine curry.
yeah, I want to kill the cocaine curry thing right now. I'm not into that.
You're not gonna let it go.
No, I there's a lot better Caucasian nicknames for Reed Sheppard. I'll work on them.
Well, this is the point that you're missing though, G. They're not saying which curry.
That's even
It's
worse.
cocaine Seth.
That's even worse. I still strongly believe his nickname should be IRS. Both the play on the caucasity of the IRS, and then two, his name is Isaiah Reed Sheppard. IRS. It's great. It's lovely. I love watching Summer League Reed Sheppard. I loved watching college Reed Sheppard as well. When we did our pre-draft stuff, I was a Reed Sheppard skeptic. You were much less of a Reed Sheppard skeptic. To be straight up, the reason I was skeptical of this kid was because I think it would be unprecedented for a guard of his size to do what he is doing. Like, he is a one of one player. We have not seen a similar mold of a white guard that's that small have success in the NBA. We just haven't. He's off to a fantastic start. In game 2 against the Wizards, he had 22 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 9 for 15 from the floor. Cardi had 5 steals. 5 steals, just 2 turnovers. That was the second game. The first game he had was also stellar. I want to make sure I find the actual numbers on this. I believe it was Friday night against the Lakers. And he was the best player on the floor. 23 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 for 6 from 3. His whole, the whole Reed Sheppard MO in college was just he was like unprecedentedly efficient. Like, he just shot 50% from 3. Like, that seems to be translating right now. I don't know how. Do you buy this? Do you buy that he's like a potential NBA superstar?
It sounds so simple when I say it, G, but like, dog, this dude's so good at basketball. Like he's just like like I just find myself saying, I'm just watching, I'm like, dude, this dude just hoops, man. Like he really does. He scores, he passes, he's always in the right spot. The shooting translates more than people want to give credit for. Like this guy didn't just shoot 50% from three in college fluky. He's got a burner. He always is in the right spots. He always makes the right plays. He has extremely quick hands. He's an exceptional passer. Like, unfortunately for him, he's 6'2" and looks the way he looks. So people are never, I think, going to get fully on that he might be a superstar mold. And I don't know if I can get there with the superstar stuff, but dog, he's so good.
Yeah.
Like, he is just so good at basketball.
He's been the best player in summer league, and it's not close. And the reason that has my attention is because of all people, I thought summer league would not fit his game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Summer league is supposed to just be like clear out, get out of my way, ISO bullshit. And that is so anti everything Reed Sheppard does on the floor. Like, he sees things quicker than everybody else. He's a great passer, a creative passer, a great defender. But like, you're not supposed to guard in summer league, and you're not supposed to pass in summer league. And here he is doing both at the same level, if not higher than he did in college. It's really fun to watch. It's impressive too. I am stunned. Like, I feel stupid for being stunned, but I didn't think he would be this, especially in summer league. Like I said, I still have situational questions for like when the season gets here. Where does he fit in with Jalen Green and Amen Thompson? Like, because if he's this good, he needs the ball in his hands, and those guys need to watch. And I don't think they're gonna like that.
Yeah. I mean, in on paper, like maybe you have a bench unit that is like I'm not sure who starts. No, probably no, Sengun will start. So it'll be like Adams off the bench, Amen Thompson off the bench, Reed off the bench, and Cam Whitmore off the bench. And then like you have a very formidable starting unit with a really good bench. Um Also I just want to point out he cooked the shit out of Connect on that like little in and out. He double dribbled. I don't care.
It's a carry.
I don't care. He heated him. All right. And
Except it
he and
wasn't a carry, it was a gather. Like, the two hands on the ball. You can't do that.
it Dalton. It
You
was
can't
nice.
you can't do that. You
Uh,
can't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh, now we're just allowed to carry?
You are allowed to travel and carry in the NBA if you are nice.
Are you allowed to like know you're nice before you even play a game?
That's up for interpretation, but yeah, the move was still nasty. The move stands.
I mean, he had Connect on skates. Also, it's still on Connect though. We're now suddenly acting like that's impressive.
Okay, I guess so. But I mean, I don't know. The thing is, because Reed is such a good passer and sees the game so well, like I feel like you can put him wherever. What's going on right now?
Well, I did just a big play.
How far behind am I?
Not that far.
What the
Can't
hell?
you can't be that far. Maybe that far. What time do you have? Sorry, listeners.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. No, I'm still behind, brother.
What time are you? What time do you have?
94-40.
94. Oh, then no, we're caught up. I'm behind you, I think. I was
Oh,
reacting
what?
to that save.
Oh, I didn't. I missed the save. My fault.
That was a great save. Anyways, continue.
Okay, but uh, I think Reed with his ability to see the floor and maybe not that like I get that he's dynamic and really good with the ball in his hands, but I think that's a luxury. I think you can still feel good playing him off ball and expecting him to knock down shots and make the right pass and do the right thing when he needs to do it. But he doesn't necessarily just have to dominate the ball, even though he is really good with the ball in his hands. If anything, this also
Yeah.
gives you flexibility too. Like,
Yeah.
what if you're not feeling great about what other guys are doing with the ball in their hand? Then you have a different guys that you can shift to, different ball handlers that can take over basically, I don't know, like control the rock.
Yeah. I mean, the best players, you want the ball in their hands. So if Reed Sheppard is one of the best players, you want the ball in his hands.
Where does Reed Sheppard rank on best players on the Rockets?
If what I'm seeing in summer league is real, the best player, like I'm not saying like he's gonna step on the court and day one be better than Jalen Green and Shingun, but like he looks like a one of one type dude right now. Like I with all due respect.
Oh, I mean, well, I know this isn't a hot take segment. I'm gonna go there. If I was the Rockets, and I would probably be fired if I was GM of the Rockets before I even got a chance to actually have a couple years to build this team.
I would never let you around a rocket.
Okay,
Never.
that's completely okay and probably a good decision by you. Even though I've definitely dealt with jet fuel before in my life. Um, I would be somewhat willing to listen to teams that wanted Fred VanVleet.
I mean, yeah. I thought you were gonna go like way more earthbending.
No, I think Rockets fans would have my head if they hear this.
Listen,
They would.
Van
I would
Vliet's
be getting
good.
caught
All
on
these
the
dudes are
comments.
good. All these dudes are talented and good, but like, are we also gonna sit here and not pretend they've been like in the top three of the lottery for 4 straight years? Like they've been, and now I love their core. We're Pistons fans. I like their core 17 times more than I like our core. Like they got the good twin, and the good twin is their fifth best player. The bad twin is our second best player. So like we've done some shit wrong. But
Rockets were 41-41 last year and got the third pick.
yeah, now, but like also you drop all of those dudes like immediately for a superstar. If anyone is at like, there's with all due respect to Jalen Green, there's a lot of Jalen Greens. I've watched a lot of Jalen Greens in my life. With all due respect to Fred VanVleet, good veteran guard, seen those before. And I'm not saying Reed Sheppard is something I've never seen before, but also, have you ever seen anyone who looks like Reed Sheppard and is shaped like Reed Sheppard do what Reed Sheppard can do?
No.
I haven't. So if this shit translates, that was we've all said it from Washington College. If this shit translates, it would be never before seen, and that's what I feel like we're seeing right now in summer league, and it's fun. I'm still fascinated to see how it fits because I just can't think of two guys on paper that are less like each other than Jalen Green and Reed Sheppard, and I don't know what you do with that. Maybe it works great, but I don't know.
Opposites attract?
Could happen. You and I are very different human beings.
Are we?
We're probably less different than you'd think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I get one more Reed Sheppard point off quickly?
Yeah, sure.
I'm annoyed with the Kentucky narratives coming out. I'm annoyed about it.
Which narrative? Like the why did this kid play?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who didn't pay enough attention to Kentucky this year being like, LOL, is Cal serious? And I'd like to just make it extremely known to everybody involved. Two important things. Number one, Reed Sheppard played more minutes on last season's Kentucky team than any guard. Antonio Reeves, you can call him a guard. I call him a wing. Antonio Reeves ran off ball shit and stood in the corner and shot. Reed Sheppard, Rob Dillingham, and DJ Wagner were the guards on this team, and Reed Sheppard played more minutes than them. Reed Sheppard played 29 minutes a game. That's the third most minutes on Kentucky. That's 1 minute a game less than Trey Mitchell. It's 2 minutes a game less than Antonio Reeves. If Reed Sheppard played 4 more minutes a game, nothing changes for Kentucky's team last season. Doesn't happen. He didn't start the games. He played all of the games because Cal knew what we all know. Reed Sheppard's awesome. Now, 2, you flip that and you get more pointed about like, oh, what happened to Kentucky? It all comes down to the postseason game. They lose to Oakland, right?
Right.
Well, Kentucky never would have lost to Oakland if Reed Sheppard was playing. I've seen so much of that shit on my timeline. Reed Sheppard was the worst player on the floor in the Oakland game. He was the worst player on the floor on either team. Although actually, who's the white kid from Oakland? Lampman.
Oh, Lampman.
Lampman was worse, but Sheppard was almost Lampman level. That's what you need to know on this. He played 26 minutes. That was the 4th most on the team. He had 3 points, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, shot 1 for 5 from the floor. He did nothing. And he was chucking the ball in the stands. The guys who played more minutes than him in the Oakland game, Antonio Reeves had 27 points. Trey Mitchell had a double-double. Rob Dillingham had 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Reed Sheppard wasn't there. He straight up no-showed. So there is no rewriting history. There is no saying Cal held Reed Sheppard back. No, he didn't. He didn't at all. Reed Sheppard got here. He got on our radars because of what he did at Kentucky. And he was really bad in the biggest moment. And he played a bazillion minutes in the season. And we don't have to go back and point and act like Cal did everything wrong just because he's being good in summer league.
I thank you for making that point come across because that was all over my timeline.
I'm really annoyed by it. I'm really, really annoyed. Honestly, the way I feel about those things on my timeline is probably how NBA fans feel about us making content about NBA things.
I hate that.
I do too. Maybe we should stop. Car, you know what I love about you?
That I'm handsome?
You're reliable. I can count on you. Honestly, you remind me of Aaron Henry a little bit. Remember when their back was against the wall, nothing was going right, and man just showed up every day. He didn't make excuses. There were no problems. There were just solutions.
Sounds like me.
That's you. And it also reminds me of Duncan Mechanical Solutions, because if you're looking for quality furnace repair, look no further than the heating and air experts that you can trust. Comfort and quality are their standard. They're an HVAC company that serves Northeast Indiana and Southern Michigan, whether it's heating and air conditioning, plumbing, kitchen and bath remodeling, or emergency services when you need them most. Duncan Mechanical Solutions has reliable service that you can count on. Cart, remember when your basement almost exploded?
I remember when my basement almost exploded. I remember when my furnace itself was acting funny. I remember when my AC was acting funny. I wish I had Duncan in my back pocket. I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been anywhere in Northern Indiana or Southern Michigan that hasn't been perfectly cool or perfectly warm, depending on when the day called for. And that's because of Duncan Mechanical Solutions. They are the presenting sponsor for the month of July. Shout out to Duncan Mechanical Solutions. Go to duncanmechanicalsolutions.com to learn more.